there, it's Nicole Teacher from Empire English, and today we are going to talk about the words know and knew with a K, K-N-O-W and K-N-E-W. But more specifically, we will focus on knew because that is the word that I hear used incorrectly very often by English learners because, again, it makes sense. You had an idea in your head and you were so sure about that information or what you thought you knew. You knew that, but you were wrong. That information was wrong. So actually it makes sense to say, I knew that. But when the information was not correct, when it was incorrect, then you can't say I knew. You have to say I thought. There are many things that I could explain about the difference between think and thought versus know and knew. But that could get very complicated and there could be many situations to explain. So for today, I just want to focus on one type of sentence and situation, which is when you had something in your head that you were very sure of and you thought that was the case, but it was incorrect. So at the time, you might feel like, oh, I know that's true. But later, you know that that's not true, or that wasn't true at the time. So in English, we will use the word thought. For example, today I was hiking and I thought this was a mini statue. I thought this was a small clay statue that was white, and I thought it was a lion head or a lion's head. Wow! I thought someone made this and placed it here. And I stopped to take a closer look at this mini statue. But when I got up close to it, I realized it is actually a sock. Yes, someone took off their sock and put the sock on this metal pole, which was very nice because it can be a little dangerous, the top of the pole. The edge is a little dangerous because it's just so now it is softer and safer with the sock. And now I know that it is a sock. Now I know that it is not clay, it is not a statue, and it is not a lion. Now I know. But I thought it was a lion. I thought it was a clay statue. Another example might be, I thought he was married. So in your head, you were sure he was a married person. He was married. So you don't want to say, I knew he was married. Don't say, I knew he was married. Don't say, I knew it was a statue. Even though at that time, you were sure, but now you know the truth. So now you can say, I thought he was married. And the listener will understand that you were wrong. You had some misinformation or you misunderstood. If I say, I thought that was a lion or I thought that was a clay statue, then the listener will know that I was wrong. And it's not a lion, it's not a clay statue. It was just an understanding that was actually a misunderstanding. For example, many times when people see me drink milk or eat eggs, they say, "I thought you were a vegan." I hear this very often. "I thought you were a vegan." But those people misunderstood. I'm not a vegan. I am a vegetarian. So I don't eat meat, seafood, and things like that. I do drink dairy and eat dairy. So it's just a misunderstanding that happens quite often. And people say, "I thought you were a vegan." And we also use it about past situations when we are now uncertain. So very often times you will hear somebody say, "I thought you said." That implies maybe I misunderstood. Maybe you didn't say that. Maybe I am remembering something incorrectly. Another example is that I can't return to the US this summer. Sadly, I cannot go back to America because it is too complicated with COVID and the restrictions, the travel restrictions and quarantine. So I changed my plans. And somebody might say, "I thought you were coming home this summer. I thought you were coming here this summer." Now, in that situation, they are just asking me, was I correct in my understanding that you were planning to come home? And I can say, well, yes, I was planning to do that, but my plans changed. If you would like to see many more examples of how this word can be used effectively, then sign up for my newsletter and become a free member at nicoleteacher.com. I am so looking forward to helping you any way I can. I really hope that my English lessons are helpful for you today and always. Bye-bye for now from Nicole Teacher and Empire English. Mwah! Mwah.